The flight was already delayed when Hannah stepped onto the plane, tired and irritable after a long day. All she wanted was a quiet window seat and a few hours of peace. But as she walked down the aisle, she saw him, an older man in worn clothes, his jacket frayed, a faint smell of engine oil clinging to him. He sat in the middle seat of her row, clutching a small backpack. Hannah's nose wrinkled. "Please don't let that be my row," she muttered. "It was." "Excuse me," she said shortly. "You're in my seat." He scrambled up quickly, smiling apologetically. Of course, so sorry." As she squeezed past, she caught another whiff of oil and shook her head in disgust. A well-dressed woman behind her whispered, "They really should have standards for who they let on these flights." Hannah didn't disagree. When the older man tried to make small talk, "Are you traveling for work?" she barely glanced at him. "I'd rather not talk." To her, he was just an inconvenience, something the airline should have filtered out. As the plane filled, a flight attendant leaned toward the man. "Sir, are you sure you're okay in this seat?" He nodded quickly. "I'm fine here." Hannah rolled her eyes. "If he starts smelling worse, I'm asking for a new seat," she thought. After takeoff, the captain's voice came over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, this flight will have a brief in-cabin announcement. Please remain seated." Passengers murmured, curious. A few minutes later, a man in a crisp uniform stepped out from the front cabin, pilot stripes on his shoulders, ID badge gleaming. The older man next to Hannah straightened slightly. The uniformed man walked slowly down the aisle and stopped right at their row. "There you are," he said warmly to the man beside her. "You didn't have to sit back here. We had a seat for you in business class." Nearby passengers turned to stare. The older man shook his head. "I wanted to sit with everyone else," he replied softly. "Keeps me grounded." The pilot smiled, then raised his voice just enough for people around them to hear. "Everyone, this is Mr. Lawson, the engineer who designed the safety system helping keep this plane in the air tonight." Silence fell over the cabin. Someone gasped. Hannah felt her face burn. The pilot continued, "He just retired after 40 years. We wouldn't be flying this route without him." People began to clap. Some slowly at first, then louder. The same woman who whispered earlier now looked down at her hands. Hannah swallowed hard, shame crawling up her throat. She turned to him slowly. "Thank you for what you've done, and I'm sorry for how I acted." He gave her a gentle smile, eyes kind despite everything. "That's all right," he said. "Planes handle turbulence all the time. People can learn to second too." And in that moment, Hannah realized, sometimes the people we look down on are the very ones holding us up.